welcome back to my YouTube channel, and officially I can say, the moment I've been waiting for so long, welcome to the RHS Chelsea Flower Show. We're finally here. It's Monday, it's press day, which means Anna and Anushka and I have been up since the crack of dawn, left so early this morning to get in here first thing so that we can get a first glimpse of all of these spectacular gardens. They have show gardens, they've got planting gardens, they've got all of the sculptures. I mean, just take a look behind me. It is utterly magnificent. So without further ado, let's go and look around the Chelsea Flower Show. I'm going to try and get as many interviews as I possibly can, try to capture just how special this show is. We're going to go and take a look at David Austin, go and see the new launch, which is very, very exciting. We're going to go and look at all of the peonies, the foxgloves, and actually it's just such an amazing show with so many different people, so many different walks of life. But I'm so excited to be here. So let's go. And I love your jacket. Is it from Rolo? I love Rolo.
It's one of the new ones that they've let me.
I'm obsessed with that. Both my mother and I wear all of their blazers.
They're really lovely. They've got a few different. So this is because it was the 25th anniversary of the Rain Dance jewellery collection, and Rebecca Walkins, director of design at Florals, had seen like rain hitting water and stone at Chelsea Flower Show. I've been inspired by the patterns that are created, like in the Rain Dance water picture we've there created. You see like the concentric circles, the movement and the play of light, and you have the way things interact, and then that's what's inspired to do the Rain Dance jewellery collection. So we're taking elements and patterns. The pavilion it's quite lightweight.
It is.
We have the uprights we've taken actually from one of the new designs she's done for this year, and that motif and pattern has been used to design the uprights. And then the colour palette as well. I mean, I don't know if you want to step
No,
on.
I'd love to. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so the colour palette, we've got white flowering plants for the diamonds.
Love.
We have pink for the rare pink diamonds.
Perfect.
And then the blue for me was just sort of that nod to water and rain, really. And then this is, at the moment we have it, we've wet it down, but when it dries it's a pale grey.
Really beautiful pale grey.
So it's like, that's with the platinum then in the lot.
Really every single tiny element has been so well thought out, even down to your peonies are almost just...
They're jewel-like.
They are.
Yeah.
They are absolutely beautiful. My goodness gracious me. The foxgloves. So how did you design the structures here?
So those, I thought about, you know, how can you actually have a visual connection to that 25-year
and a real connection between the jewellery
so
as well.
I think it's got to be something overhead. You don't want it to be heavy. So you're hoping that people focus first on the pattern, and then they look up and realise that it's also coming from something else that's beautiful, shapeless, looking like some of the jewellery.
My goodness gracious me. And then you walk through and it's almost like a bit of a journey, you see. You've got champagne, and then in terms of weather, I suppose you can literally see it as it is, where the water is coming down.
Yeah, so we have the structure is designed to capture water on the roof, and then it can travel into the rill around it, and actually then feed into a harvesting tank, and then be used to irrigate the garden. So it has a practical functional, hopefully as well as a beautiful setting.
Amazing. And then one final question, where is the garden going next?
It's going to a school in Suffolk.
Oh wow, that's so wonderful.
A slightly different design. It will be, I mean, this has got obviously elevation changes, and as you said, you're coming up to a platform, hopefully a good view, but for the children it will be more one level.
What a wonderful story, and you've done the most exceptional job, and thank you for taking the time to speak to us. I really appreciate
welcome.
it. It's lovely to meet you. And good luck for the rest of the show. It's going to be amazing. Look at this magnificent garden here. My gosh, look at those poppies. There is a bee in there pollinating. Oh my goodness. It is just so beautiful. Oh, I need to go and learn a little bit about this garden. They're having interviews at the moment. But it's beautiful. All of the pathways, the florals, the stream and the trees. It's just beautiful. So I've just come to one of my favourite gardens on earth, which is the David Austin garden. And I have the third generation here, Richard Austin himself, who has agreed to come on and talk to us. So I thought last year it couldn't get any better. But my goodness gracious me, is this outstanding. How do you just keep coming up with new ideas to make it so breathtakingly beautiful?
Well, I can't take the credit for this, really. My father does the designs at the moment. It was my grandfather originally, and then at some point he passed down to my father. So my father does all the designs, and yeah, he's great at what he does, and always tries to find new ways and different ways of doing it. And I think this year, the secret garden was something that he'd always wanted to do. But hadn't found a way to do it, and then this time he did.
And there's such a special story behind it. So first and foremost, I think, are we allowed to just go for a little walk around the arbour?
Yeah.
So to actually talk you guys through it. So we have these beautiful structures, almost like I want to call it a poetry arbour because it is something out of a fairy tale. So we've got some gorgeous ramblers, is that right?
Yeah, we've got Rambling Rector here, which is an incredible rose, like probably, yeah, it would be in my top 5 favourite roses.
Gosh, and the fact that you get so many buds, it's almost like something out of Bridgerton.
Yeah.
It is spectacular, and the way that you've done it, it almost like invites people on a little bit of like a David Austin experience.
Yeah.
And then that way, you're able to exhibit all of your roses each side and all of the colours and the shapes and the sizes. And how many variations of David Austin roses do you have now?
So we've got about 200 varieties that we've bred ourselves. So yeah, and we sell about 400 altogether. So we also sell from other breeders. So something like Rambling Rector has been around like a long, long time, but it's a fantastic rose. So we also love to sell other people's as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you champion other people, which I love,
Yeah.
but you are secretly the very best.
Yeah.
So if you could tell me, what is your favourite rose?
So it's hard to pick a favourite. It's sort of like, it's
Like
a bit
all your
like
babies.
music or something. Like it changes depending on the day and the time of year. But I would say Kew Gardens is always one of my favourite, and we're just
goodness.
about
Perfect
to
timing.
reach it now. So it's this single white rose just on the over here, deep in the border. Actually, in a true garden setting, it's probably bigger
Quite big,
than
isn't
that. Yeah, it is big, and it would grow even bigger than that. It's fantastic for like a contemporary garden, so it would look great in like a modern design,
Wonderful.
planted with other nice perennials.
Lovely perennials. Well, my favourite rose, I know we shouldn't have favourites, but I do, is actually literally quite here. It's the Queen of Sweden.
It's an absolutely amazing rose.
So the scent is so beautiful, and the way that it like spreads open, it literally does look like
Yeah.
a queen.
And it's got that upright growth, which is quite unusual for our roses. But I think if you're a designer or a gardener trying to do something different, I think it's a fantastic rose. Because of its upright growth, you can do different things with it really. So great as a hedge.
Yeah.
It's really upright today. I mean, sometimes it might go
So
slightly.
it might actually,
slightly
does it
broader.
depend upon actually the weather? Well, obviously it depends upon the weather, but
Yeah.
today we've had a little bit, it's a bit nippy in
Yeah,
here
it
if I'm
is quite-
honest.
it is
So
quite
does that
chilly.
mean that the rose will then actually close up slightly and be a little bit more perky,
I
shall we
think
say?
so. Yeah, I think so, a little bit. But it's always going to be upright, Queen of Sweden. And that, some people like that.
Yeah,
Not- some people
absolutely.
don't.
And actually, we have one of the largest collection of David Austin roses in the Balearics,
Yeah.
and the majority are all the Queen of Sweden.
That's
It's quite the
amazing.
sight.
What made you choose the Queen of
Well,
Sweden?
actually, it wasn't us. We inherited the most spectacular gardens from the previous owner, and really, I mean, I think she, in some ways, actually forgot about the house, and it was
Yeah.
all about the gardens. And the garden is really a celebration of the world. Let's say we have the national tree of every single country in the garden. I think we have 8 acres of formal rose gardens. It's quite
incredible.
something. I'm not sure whether I've got the acreage quite right, but 8 acres in total,
Yeah.
and the majority of it is roses.
Yeah.
But yes, it's very, very special, and it's
fantastic.
lovely to see such a great British brand in a Mallorcan garden,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
you wouldn't think that it would be able to cope with the heat,
Yeah.
but she does. She's
Yeah, no,
sturdy.
that's fantastic. Yeah,
She's
no, roses
sturdy.
are very robust.
So, what are we? We're going to keep walking through here, and we're going to keep admiring both sides. And I love how different the roses can be. Like over here, what does that say? Tottering
Tottering by gently. Fantastic rose. Another single rose. So again, not the
amazing.
classic David Austin like big bloom, big like blousy bloom, but again, like you've been drawn to it, and I think a lot of people are. And perhaps like the younger generation, we like something like
I'm
that.
here to make gardening glamorous again.
Yeah.
My grandmother was the last of the Lana Turners. She had chandeliers in her ears as earrings, and my grandmother still to this day, I've never seen a rose garden. Well, maybe this outdoes my grandmother, but it's very close. She was very over the top, very glamorous, and my
Sounds like a good
grandmother
character.
adored David Austin.
Oh, wow.
So if it's okay with you, can we go and have a little look at the secret garden?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
So there's a very special story behind the sculptures.
Yeah, so it's really close to my heart. That so all the sculptures on the stand were created by my late grandmother, Pat Austin.
Sorry, the hat's rather large. We're
so
negotiating the roses.
Yeah, so the wife of our founder, my grandfather, David Austin. So it's fantastic that, to still be able to showcase
to be able
her
to
work.
showcase it. So really, I thought the garden was just the beautiful romantic arbours around the side, but then you have this hidden moment in here, and you have got a very, very special rose that is launching here at Chelsea Flower Show.
Yeah, very exciting.
Well,
Very, very exciting.
without further ado, would you like to introduce your brand new rose?
Absolutely. So this is the King's Rose, launched in honour of the King and all his work with the foundation, the King's Foundation. It's a striped rose, the very first striped rose we've ever done, which is super exciting.
I mean, how long did it take you to breed something of this variety, and how spectacular it is?
So this particular rose took 12 years, which, blows people's minds, I think.
That does blow my mind. And am I
yeah.
right in saying that there was a very special moment that your father and the king, well then I suppose he would have been the prince, they had this very special moment where they both had a first rose, is that right?
Absolutely. So back in the early 90s, when the King was the prince, as you said, he came on the stand, met my father, and said to my father that the first rose he ever grew was Ferdinand Pichard, which is a striped rose which you also have on the stand. Beautiful old rose, only flowers once though. And my father just so happened to realise that was the first rose that he'd also grown. So they had this amazing sort of human moment of connection. And then my father, basically that story stuck in his mind forever, and he always thought, if we ever do a rose for the King, it has to be a striped rose.
Well,
So,
and here she is.
story.
It is so beautiful, and the scent is utterly mind-blowing. It's quite subtle.
Yeah, subtle,
but even when you walk in here, you can get a really, really good, terrible English here, but a very good whiff of it.
Yeah.
It's soft, it's really gentle, and it's quite sweet.
Yeah.
How do you even start thinking about the scent and the nose of a rose? Can you dictate what that's going to be?
I think, every rose is created by putting two roses together, so two parents, and I think you never quite know what's going to come out, to be honest, but
Just hope for the best.
yeah, but just going back to this rose, I think what I love most is how each individual bloom is like a painting in its own right. So every single one is striped in its own way, and I think that's just
all got their own
absolutely
unique
beautiful.
personalities.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, well, I cannot thank you enough for taking so much of your time. Third generation Austin, literally here in his garden, and it is just so special. Actually, before we go, we need to give you a glimpse of these spectacular sculptures that your late grandmother made.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Beautiful.
Yeah, and we've got lots of these in our show gardens back at in Shropshire as well.
Shropshire. Well, it's on our bucket list to come and visit you.
Yeah, you must.
To come and see the nursery.
Yeah, you have to do
and
that.
Like I said, thank you so much again. It's such a pleasure to speak to you, and we are very, very lucky indeed. just come to see the wonderful chaps at Blackmore and Langdon's do the most beautiful begonias and delphiniums. I bought some beautiful delphiniums last year, and they're actually in the border with the David Austin roses, and aren't they spectacular? We got the Lochleven, which is that really beautiful blue there. I'm going to zoom in just so that you can see. And it's got a really wonderful combination of the really soft powder blue and a slight hint of lilac in the middle. Then we've got the Conspicuosus. Definitely not how you pronounce that, but isn't it gorgeous? And then we've got a few of these in the front border, and they are absolutely beautiful. But take a little look at that for a begonia. Are they not something out of a movie? They look like they could almost be fake, but I promise you they're not. Look at that yellow. My grandmother loved begonias. My mother is going to just love this. I cannot wait for them to come tomorrow and just take this all in and experience it. It is utterly stunning. Look at these spectacular gowns, dresses, and I mean, that is just beautiful. Maybe I might be inspiring this for next year's Chelsea Flower Show look. It's utterly beautiful. Who designed the dresses today? Oh my goodness. What's the name, sorry?
Acacia Creative Studio.
Incredible.
We also
Acacia
did the
Creative.
letters.
Oh wow, my goodness. So clever indeed. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh. We've just popped to the Bamford Garden, and it is so beautiful. And I'm here with Naomi, who is the product developer, is that right, for Lady Bamford?
Yes.
And could you tell me a little bit about, one, the gardens, because the planting is just spectacular. And then, of course, we've got the structure behind us. And then the scent as you walk in there is just outstanding.
So I'll focus on the scent first. It's obviously our 20th anniversary, and Lady Bamford wanted to celebrate the species of pelargoniums and geraniums. So we took our perfumers to the glass house, and she has 110 varieties of geranium.
My goodness.
And so we had to narrow it down. We went through and spent a day trying to smell them all and working out which one smelled the best. We narrowed it down to 8, and then we narrowed it down to 4, which are the 4 you see here today. One, Graviolen is our classic geranium, and then we have Attar of Roses, which smells very rosy, which is probably the one that you can smell. And then we've got Tomentosum, which is our minty geranium, and then we've got Mabel Grey, which is our lemon verbena geranium. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry.
And we've created this beautiful range to celebrate 20 years of Bamford. The stand we've been nominated for a Sustainability Award because
huge congratulations.
It's all been made from reclaimed materials from the farm. So the oak structure is from fallen trees on the farm that have been age dried. And then all of the back is made from wood from the farm and down to the gravel and the stones. And then the stand will go to the Dalesford farm and be used as a barn. So yes,
that is so wonderful. I love the fact that every garden and stand has their own story about where it's going next. And it's lovely that even down to my subscribers that you might be able to enjoy parts of this garden yourself when it heads back to Dalesford, which is so exciting. But I am a lady who has a passion for tableware. Please, can we go and take a look over here?
Yes, of course. So this is the Dalesford tabletop, again in celebration of geranium, all sustainably sourced and handmade.
Beautiful tableware.
Handmade tableware, and obviously hand embroidered geranium leaf tablecloth and linens. Yes,
beautiful. It
stunning,
is
isn't it?
Absolutely stunning. Well, I'm almost wanting to gallop into this situation over here, because there is something about Bamford that is so instantly calming. It's pure luxury without it being glitzy, if you know what I mean. But the second you come in here, the scent almost instantly relaxes you. How have you created a product that is not only so iconic, but so relaxing?
I think it's just, I think it's the geranium that is relaxing, because it's known as a ingredient that's revitalising, restorative and calming. So I think one of the reasons Lady Bamford loves it so much is because of those reasons. Yes.
Yeah, my my gosh. And look at all of well, I do love myself a hamper, and a Bamford hamper. Yes. My goodness, this is divine.
And this is our new, these are 5 kilo candles. So it's 400 hours of burn time.
400
hours, yeah.
Oh, my mother is going to definitely be after one of those.
And then we've got our sustainable lids, which are double up as our incense holders.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh, that's so clever.
The range was developed, it's made out of handmade earthenware, and then it's used, once you've burnt your candle, you can then plant your geraniums in it.
Do you know what? It is amazing. There is sustainability at its core, but creating products that are just creme de la creme. One last question. Yeah. The bath.
The bath. Yes, it's reusing rainwater, but we couldn't not have a nod to all of our beautiful bath and body products. So the bath is in here. It's recycled rainwater that's going through the bath.
Oh, so amazing. Well, I feel like having a hot, toasty bath. I'm waiting for that sunshine to pop out.
Sure it'll be that hot.
Not sure. Maybe not then. Maybe not. But thank you so much, Naomi, for speaking to us. We are very lucky indeed. We are celeb spotting, and my type of celeb is definitely Alan Titchmarsh. Doesn't he look very dapper in his beautiful blue suit with the pink accessories? We are watching from afar, and as you can see, it's starting to actually get a little bit busier. I think the sun's come out and it's looking glorious, but we have just arrived at the David Harbour stand, and look at it. It just looks spectacular. The bumblebees are pollinating, the alliums are standing proud and tall, and I cannot wait to see David himself. And fingers crossed, like last year, we'll be able to get him on the YouTube channel to speak to you guys. Now, can we just have like a quick mo? Are you not like so proud of me for the mic? I feel so professional right now, but I'm trying to remain cool and remain calm and look like chilled. Whilst I'm here, why don't we do outfit of the day? So the hat is from Vivian Sheriff, my incredible family, and I'm just so in love with it. It is perfect for today. It's called the Ferris wheel, and they so kindly popped a little bit of lace to match what is the most exquisite Amy Joyce dress. It is a lace number. It's so comfortable, so light, and has been tailored to perfection. I have my little bag that everybody has been stopping me for. It is from a company called Wonder Weaver Designs. I will leave her Instagram handle down below. And believe it or not, it's actually meant to be a planter, but I messaged the team and said, do you think I could have it as a handbag? So I have some very sad looking lilacs, but it has just been made because, where are you going? There we go. Because I do now have a pair of the King's Roses from David Austin, which has just made it. I have a pair of pumps from Chanel. I've got my Halcyon Days bangles on, which are so beautiful. These are the Talk bangles, and this has got pearls, and then this side has got the gold and beautiful cream enamel. And then I've got boodles on. Gosh, what else? I feel like I've shown you absolutely everything bar my knickers, but I'll have to save that for the next time. Oh gosh, well thank you very much. David has not only just fixed my hat for me, he has also agreed to come onto the YouTube channel and talk us through his magnificent garden. We've got Leo and David Harbour himself here, and I mean this garden is just something out of a dream, and how it is landscaped to just showcase obviously your art to absolute perfection. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, we've been doing Chelsea now for getting on for 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and you don't think I'm... Anyway.
You look fabulous.
I know. I'm worn out on day one. And it's really important that it's a marriage of an amazing space for people to be attracted onto, but it has to work as a garden.
Absolutely.
A garden, but where we can show our pieces. So we were collaborating with Fernando Wong from Florida, who is one of the top landscape architects, and a brilliant company, Hardwood Landscapes, who did the actual building of the stand. The really lovely part of it is the brief was it's a showcase for our work. So lines of sight, pieces of sculpture that you draw your eye, and backdrops that are green and neutral that allow the pieces to shine. Leo's created a couple of new pieces which we're launching here, and they just work in the place. I know this is going to be a very easy stand. If you get, and we will have 50 people on here sometimes during the show.
Well, people want to gravitate towards it because it looks so beautiful, but also it's such a welcoming and inviting stand.
It's welcoming and inviting, but it's straightforward. You can walk
Yes,
from A
you
to
can
B.
walk through.
I have in the past had to lean over and point at pieces of sculpture because they're surrounded by flowers. Very beautiful, but not
So
very easy.
clever. After 30 years, the man has got experience.
David's saying, if you position yourself towards a sculpture, what the paths do is they frame each sculpture. So wherever you stand, from whichever point you stand at, you can look this way and it will frame that sculpture, and so on. And it uniquely positions the sculpture. So if we move over here,
Absolutely. Let's go for a little Walkingtons.
so let's start on this path here.
Perfect.
So in this path here, if you look forward, you'll see flow. So flow is one of our launching pieces. It's done with a new process. It's a hot patination process. It's a bronze material with a gold leaf contour, and that's a 24 karat gold. And in the center, you'll see a slot, and that slot, it has a light in the top. And we don't produce lighting, but when we do introduce it to our sculptures, it's to accentuate the various elements of that sculpture. And there's flow for you. And then if you move over to this direction,
So over here, should we head over here? Talk me through this. I know.
This is Alice in Wonderland with your A, what you're wearing, and B, the reflections.
It's so fun. I remember last year you had a fantastic circular, beautiful, and it was all about the reflections.
Well, that's the Taurus.
There she is.
Yes,
the Taurus
our
is
beloved
back.
Taurus. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she is magnificent. Right, okay, we're going to the centre. Come on, gents. We're following the path.
now you're in the center. Now if you look in every direction you turn, so if you're at the moment you're standing at 12 o'clock. So if you go 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
There we go.
In a different order, you'll see a different sculpture, and it's framed.
You are so clever, the two of you.
There were many meetings. We had Zoom calls with America, with yourself, and
9 months, right?
9
Approximately.
Months in the making, and so you've had 16 days to build this garden.
if that, yeah.
If that, and how did it go?
Well, I would like to say that I was here every day planting plants. I leave it to the people who are really good at it. But the design was thrashed out quite a bit. And also, Fernando had never built a garden at Chelsea. We are judged like a show garden.
Absolutely, you are.
And we are expecting a good prize here. But
I would like to think so.
Trade stands and show gardens.
Yes, exactly.
But the trade stands, of which there are about 600, we are expecting to be right at the 5 stars, which they give out to, I don't know, a couple of dozen.
Yeah.
And then there's a trophy which they give out to 2 or 3.
Ooh.
And then there's a special one above and beyond that.
But as David was saying, this is a trade stand, but
Yeah.
we very much focus on making that trade stand as show garden as possible.
Absolutely.
So we've got these 4 birches. As you were centered there, that's effectively the center. Whichever direction you look in, it frames a sculpture in its unique position.
Well, it is utterly stunning. And one last question. I've been made aware that after Chelsea Flower Show, each garden then is repurposed and has another life.
Yeah.
So what is the life of the garden after Chelsea?
I know the answer to that. You don't. Yes.
I believe
Oh.
I have near Henley, which is I think
Yes.
near your neck of the woods. We have a 16th century mill house, the garden of which has been 70% completed, and it just needs now a nice formal, soft planted English bit of garden.
Wonderful.
And if you look at the plants around here, they are fit for
perfect.
purpose. So I think by the end of sort of July, they will all be happily living by a river in Oxfordshire.
Absolutely brilliant location, and the hedges will repurpose, and the stand itself will try and repurpose that too. So
Of
everything will
course,
be
and the
repurposed.
birches are
The birches have been loaned to
beautiful.
us actually.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay, sustainable. I love that.
they've loaned to us by.
Rent your trees, ladies and gentlemen.
I will tell you who they're loaned by because it's important.
Majestic trees.
Majestic
they're
trees,
very-
and they are that
They are
exact thing.
fantastic.
They are
Brilliant.
beautiful, beautiful. So could you pinpoint one more sculpture that you could talk us through?
Okay, well, David.
I think you should do
Well, we've got let's go
Rush.
to-
Rush is.
Should we go to Rush?
Taurus is one of my favourites, but then the new piece on the block is Rush.
Can we go over to Rush?
Yes.
Let's head over there. Let's follow David. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is the brand new David Harbour Rush.
I need to be upfront about that because Leor works with me, and Leor has been we've been collaborating on
Getting more
certain
and more
things,
involved. How
and he's getting
exciting.
more and more. And I won't say he's eclipsing me, but he's definitely he's the new pretender. So this was 99% Lior.
Wow.
Obviously, the
finishing
1% that really matters was me. I don't know what that
He's
was.
too modest. He's too modest. The best days with David and I are sitting down in the studio with a massive roll of tracing paper and just going for it and
Yeah.
coming up with ideas. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And often what will happen is that if it doesn't work, we see it as trusting that process and then coming back to it, because something's been born somewhere, and then that process will lead itself into a sculpture.
Magnificent piece. Well, thank you so much. It's
Thank
got
you.
the most beautiful, even down to the detail on the inside.
Yeah.
Is that so that the light reflects off of it?
Absolutely,
In a
that's
certain
24 karat gold and bronze verdigris, and that mirror finished aspect that reflects that environment. It's very much about it being layered and sitting in a layered environment as it's doing right
As
now.
it's doing now. Well,
It sort of bursts. It's just a burst of energy.
a burst of energy. Well, I wish you both, not that you need it, the best of luck for the rest of the week. It's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for speaking to us. Yet again, we're going to have to make this a little bit of a tradition. Next time we need to bring more bottles of champagne.
I think you need to come and visit the workshop.
Oh,
in
I would
Oxfordshire,
love that.
because you're not far.
I'm not far at all.
And I think the workshop is wonderful because you can see things being made. There's sort of activity, sparks,
my gosh.
craftsmanship. The craftsmanship we have in that workshop is phenomenal.
Well, that has literally made my entire day, my whole Chelsea Flower Show experience. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Come and see us. Come and see us.
We look forward to it.
This is the Glasshouse Garden, which is a celebration of second chances. And the garden embodies a sense of peace and purpose and also the future. Doesn't that sound incredible? Beautiful roses, stunning, like little pieces of York stone with a beautiful stream just twinkling through under the most magnificent trees. The underplanting here is just magnificent. Look at those. Beautiful, even got some alliums just dotted in throughout there. Oh gosh, that is beautiful. Here we go, these are the front gates of the Royal Hospital, Chelsea, which is home of the Chelsea pensioners, and they always have such a wonderful floral display. The arch is just utterly beautiful. Look at these spectacular peonies, my goodness gracious me. This is utterly stunning, and I love how they've incorporated the top hats into it. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness me. So this is the iconic shopping village here at the Chelsea Flower Show, and they have absolutely everything from the Society Garden of Landscape Designers to Niwaki with all of their equipment for gardening. This really is like a horticulturist, gardening enthusiast paradise here. We've even got the RHS shop, we've got Charles Farris, which actually I just smelt a candle in there and it is absolutely beautiful. Do you know what? We're going to go and take a little look. Here we go, heading into... Hello, how are you? Good, very well, thank you. I've heard about an exceptional candle that I would love to come and smell it. It's the Jasmine and Ylang-ylang. Oh my goodness, the Garden of Eden. Look at how beautiful that is. So you've got tuberose, Jasmine and Ylang-ylang. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And look at this beautiful arch. Isn't it stunning? The tulips, the peonies. Who did your florals?
Christy Wilson.
Amazing, Christy Wilson. It looks absolutely beautiful. And so you've got a few other scents in here.
Yeah, so we've got a new fragrance here.
Oh wow! Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful little pot. Love to smell that. So the Orchard English Pear and Primrose. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My gosh, Anna, smell that. That's amazing.
Oh yes.
It's lovely, isn't it?
That's
really
stunning.
fresh.
That's really
Yeah,
fresh.
really nice.
How
So that's our
beautiful.
newest fragrance.
That's so
This is quite
lovely.
different. They're all very different in terms of
Oh,
you
what do
get.
we have here? Oh, that is different. Oh, it's tobaccos, exactly. And mint tea, that's really different,
Yeah,
but
very, very
really
different.
nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Really, really nice. Gosh, this is so
So if you want something
amazing.
really different for more of a male fragrance,
Oh, okay.
So Grand Cascade.
Oh, that is nice. Oh, it's smoky cedar, moss and amber. That is quite dark. That's very, very handsome.
Almost like a
very
humidor.
smoky.
Very
old
smoky.
wine.
Wonderful cigars. Oh,
So
oh my
and we
gosh, what
obviously
a
do them
wonderful
in the
collection.
tin. We do them in a single wick.
A single wick, and do you
Okay.
do the double wicks?
We do a triple
Oh, triple wick. Wonderful, even better.
So that's that. And then we
How
obviously do it in a
divine.
diffuser as well.
The jasmine orange blossom. Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely divine. Oh, lovely. That is very nice. I have honestly such a passion for jasmine. Anything with jasmine in
This
it.
is quite different as well. This was launched last year.
I'll sniff of that.
Portobello.
Oh, that's lovely. Golden rose, pomegranate, and Divana. Oh, lovely. Portobello market's rare mix of influences inspired this scent. A rich aroma of rose and raspberries with robust oak and pomegranate pink pepper adds a touch of zest. Well, it certainly does. You've got such a beautiful, beautiful spot here.
Thank you,
It's a
yeah.
fantastic spot.
Yeah, it
You
is
come in
very
round the corner and boom. And you've got a raw warrant, I see.
Yeah,
That
we've
is-
just had it renewed. So.
Oh my
obviously-
goodness, that's
Yeah.
it.
So.
Oh, how fantastic. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank
That
you,
is
it's very kind of you.
quite
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And founded in 1845.
That's right, correct.
Yeah.
So we started supplying wax to the boats on the Thames. That's how we originally started. So hence the reason Chandler is 1845. And we're members of the Livery Council or Company of Tallow.
Oh, tallow. Okay.
Tallow. So that's the original way you used to make wax. And then went into making church candles.
How interesting.
And we supply all denominational church candles now. Plus breads and wine and everything else. And then
is such
the wife
a-
of the owner of the company decided to go into
Decided to
making
go-
scented candles 10 years ago.
Well, she's got a fantastic nose.
A bit longer than that.
It is
But yeah,
beautiful.
and the thing is, we're very proud. It takes a long time to get to this level,
Absolutely.
but also they're all very different. There's no undertone that's similar
No.
all the way through.
Well, she's
So-
got an incredible nose. Well, she works with a phenomenal
with Tim as
team.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
What a team. And it's lovely to speak to you both. So thank you so much. And good luck for the rest of the show. I'm going to bring my mother and my husband in here tomorrow. Popping quite literally next door to head into the Highgrove stand. And as you can see, the King's Rose is here. The David Austin rose that we heard from Richard Austin himself. And look at that. So beautifully planted up in the most stunning terracotta pots. You've even got the beautiful little erigerum underplanted at the bottom, which is just spectacular. Mummy is going to love that, even with the foxgloves. My gosh, this is literally like the stand of absolute dreams. They've got the gorgeous soaps. Oh, look at this. You know how I collect my little Christmas tree. Look at that, sweet little decorations. Oh, this is just gorgeous. You've even got the Highgrove honey, Royal Estate. Could you imagine if I was going to be a bee, I would like to be a royal bee. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh. This is stunning. You've got all of their teas, their crockery. Oh, all of their jams. Look, they're even getting into clothing. Oh, I think I might need a Highgrove rolling pin for the kitchen and even a wooden spoon. I need a new opera spoon, ladies and gentlemen. Bless you. Oh my gosh. This is so stunning. You've got all of the juices, the orchard honeys, beautiful soaps. Oh, this is gorgeous. I couldn't resist not going into Sophie Allport. She has the most beautiful tableware, gorgeous linens, placemats, and it's all really rather understated, but such gorgeous quality. She also does like bedspreads and pillows. Isn't that sweet? Look at those placemats. Aren't they gorgeous? You've got like little radishes, garlic, parsnips, carrots. They look so cute. So cute. And then this is the little bedding. Isn't that beautiful? I adore this. I actually wanted to do that in the scullery. It's where they've got the little drawed curtains. You kind of got like baskets behind. I really wanted to do that in the scullery, but we didn't really have anywhere in order to do it. But there I am. Hi everybody. But aren't these cushions just so sweet? They are gorgeous.
our spring summer design. I feel like it just is amazing.
Gorgeous.
Chelsea Flower Show, it just brings it to life at an event like this.
Oh, well, this is Sophie Allport's brand new launch here at Chelsea Flower Show, which is their wildflower kind of like meadow as such. All these beautiful colours, even down to the little ladybird, which is so stunning. The greens, the pinks, even the turquoise. And having a tablecloth like this is fantastic because not only is it really fresh from the greens and the whites, you can also pull out so many different colours. So here they've styled it with the blossom napkin, with the gorgeous rose, and you can just pull out the slight little hints of colour, whether it's red, green, you've even got a little bit of peach in there, burgundy, blue, turquoise. It's so smart and so pretty. But something that I am obsessed with are their tea towels and their agar pads. I am so in love with these. Have a little look. They've even got the little vegetable ones here, and I think they're so cute. We have the bumblebees actually already, but I love those. They are gorgeous. I am swooning. Look at all of the mugs, the beautiful little pads. They even have an agar here on display, which is just the dream colour. You've even got the beautiful foxgloves that have been planted up in the sink. And I think these actually are a pair of Hamish Harris beautiful hairs. You guys are always loving our boxing hairs at home. Well, I can say that these are very similar, but they are gorgeous.
See the stems?
I battered the stems a little bit.
Water.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Next time.
So we're getting all the tips.
Boiling water. Yes, and then so should I give you the full shebang?
Yes.
So you cut them from the tree.
Okay.
Bash the stems.
Okay.
Put them in boiling water. Then put them in a cool, dark place for an hour. Then put them in your bag.
Okay, but they do have a little bit of a life source in here. Look in there. Oh, sorry, don't knock you out. Sorry, darling. They've got like kitchen roll, wet kitchen roll.
So clever.
I tried to keep them alive, but to be honest with you, they're fine. They're all right. They'll survive. Well, first and foremost, it's lovely to see you. It is Josie's fashion week this week. She is promenading and catwalking up and down the main boulevard of Chelsea Flower Show. Tell me about the outfit because that is just gorgeous.
Well, I said to Leo, I was planning on wearing something completely different, but it was so cold this morning.
It was chilly.
It was chilly willies. So I had to layer up. So we went for the End of the Stories jumper, just round the shoulders, and then M&M. And you've been loving M&M.
I'm wearing M&M tomorrow, which is very exciting.
So am I. So we need to make sure we're wearing the same thing.
Or we could twin. The thing is you'd look far better than I ever would.
If we twin, that's when we film the because then we can be like looking at each other like, we should actually.
We are going to do something that is currently going viral, but we're going to make it better because we're not actually going to do it to the trending audio. I'm going to sing it myself, and Josie's going to say the
rude word. So you're going to say bitch. Okay, but I can't sing, so I hope Anna's good at auto-tuning in the edit.
Okay. Perfect. And also, Anna is also a piano teacher and a singer.
Oh no.
She's a woman of many talents, as well as like keeping me alive. I mean, she's incredible, absolutely incredible.
We all need an Anna.
So Josie, tell me, you've been promenading. Where do we need to go and see?
Have you smelt the new Bamford candles?
Yes. I've been to Bamford.
Aren't they divine?
Unbelievable. They're so stunning.
Good. Love that. Did you see the chewed tennis ball on Monty Don's dog garden?
No.
That's fabulous. I feel like all of your children would love that.
Okay, I need to go and see Monty Don. We saw him, we spotted him this morning being interviewed by, everybody under the sun.
The Chelsea Flower Show for Monty Don is what Fashion Week has become of, so everyone is trying to have. But we met Ned, his dog.
Oh,
yes,
you met the real star.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure he should be having a coffin.
Oh no, that's not very scandalous for Chelsea Flower Show. So what is your plan later on today?
Well, I was going to get a massage at Bamford, but now it's so sunny, I get FOMO and I have to
be out. Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds absolutely.
We're going to go and check out Chelsea in Bloom.
Chelsea in Bloom. That's our plan. That's our plan. Well, we've got her on the vlog, and we will see her again tomorrow, which is very exciting. And we might or might not be twinning in M&M
and operating.
Operating. just popped to come and have a little look at Alitex, which is kind of like the Rolls Royce of greenhouses. Does it look absolutely beautiful? Oh my gosh, this is just stunning. Look at these strawberries. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Oh my gosh, this is truly stunning. We've got some beautifully planted foxgloves and alliums in a beautiful wicker basket, almost as beautiful as my little bag. Then we come inside. Oh, this is the absolute dream. The manifest. Who loves a garden loves a greenhouse too. Bloom's Exotic Beauty, Warm and Snug by William Cooper. Look at those tomatoes. Looking a little bit green at the moment, but I'm sure in no time at all they will turn red. Then we've got some beautiful oranges there. Micro herbs. Oh, Josie would be in her element. I'm sure she's already been in here, so make sure to head over to her YouTube channel. Make sure to go and have a little look at her Chelsea Flower Show vlogs. I'm sure it's going to be utterly incredible. Oh, look at this. What is this? What does this say? This is a mixed leaf. Oh, it looks amazing. Oh my gosh. That's spinach, basil, chive, a few more tomatoes. Oh my gosh, this is utterly gorgeous. A pink Carpanthium. Beautiful little flower. And then over here, we've got some more beautiful florals. What is this? This is a Habanero Burkino in yellow, and this is what we've got, a Wagga red chili pepper. This is a Habiro Barina in white. Definitely not pronouncing these things correctly. This is a Prairie Fire, beautiful lettuce. Look at that. Does that look amazing? And then a courgette. That is my dream. That is what I want to grow. I want to be able to stuff a courgette flower with goat's cheese and deep fry it. It's actually what I want to do with a courgette. Anna is having a little look at the greenhouses. Have you been on the YouTube yet? Today?
No.
The wing woman is here. She's been behind the camera today, and she is experiencing Chelsea Flower Show for the first time. So what do you think?
And you know what, it's the first time since having moved into the house, and so I'm appreciating gardens a lot more, and growing and horticulture and all of those things, so
it's amazing. And we're in the most beautiful greenhouse. It's just absolutely stunning, and actually the dress today is so spot on for Chelsea Flower Show. Can we have an outfit of the day?
Of course. So the dress is Hobbs.
It's gorgeous.
I think they've seen it before, but
I love it. It's stunning.
The shoes are really old Cara. Do you remember Cara?
I do remember Cara.
But
really comfortable.
And they're comfortable and they're perfect. Bag.
Birthday bag. And that's, there we go, you can see the embroidery.
Oh, yes.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
There you go.
Stunning. Well, you look absolutely beautiful and floral for Chelsea Flower Show. And as you can see, the sun has come out. And it is just the most glorious day through and through. So we're going to continue having a little bit of a mooch around. Apparently we've got to go and see Monty Don's Chewed tennis ball. So we're going to head there next. Just coming to have a quick glance at the Boodle's garden when the beautiful paving stones are dry. So as the incredible designer said, it looks completely different in the sunshine, which is so special, and it is just absolutely exquisite. And it's so perfectly situated to be right next door to the Boodle's stand. So let's go and have a little look at some sparkling diamonds. Well, in the sunshine, these diamonds are most certainly sparkling away. Now, this is the Rain Dance collection, and actually the colourful collection here was inspired by Chelsea Flower Show last year, and so all of those beautiful coloured gemstones and diamonds are looking spectacular. Bee Boodles, which will always be my favourite. It is so pretty and so classic, and can literally go with every single outfit. So you've got yellow gold, white gold and rose gold. Then what do we have over here? Oh my goodness, most beautiful sapphires. I'm not sure whether they're sapphires or tanzanites, but they're stunning. Sapphires. There we go. Then we've got, oh my goodness gracious me, look at those rings. That would be a very lucky young lady to be engaged with one of those. Beautiful tennis bracelets. Gorgeous necklace. Oh my goodness, I could literally get lost in here. Now this is the necklace that I'm actually wearing today, which is the Secret Garden collection, and I just thought it was perfect for Chelsea Flower Show. And the beautiful matching earrings which are here, they're stunning with the drop pearls, and that bracelet. I've been so lucky to be able to wear that quite a few times for events, and it will always go down as one of my favourite. Oh, and even the ring. Oh, and this ring. Oh my goodness, I'm so lucky. It's so, so beautiful. Before you think I get to keep these, I most certainly don't. Sadly, I'm like Cinderella. I have to give it back when the night finishes. So tomorrow I will be de-jeweled. And look at this, all these gorgeous semi-precious stones. You can have your birthstone. Oh, it's so beautiful. Right, we need to have a quick glance over here and then we're off to Monty Don. We've got rain dance, more tennis bracelets. Isn't that gorgeous? So if any of you are interested in boodles and buying a forever piece, then please do let me know and I can put you in touch with the right people to speak to and get a really, really special VIP treatment. So do let me know. Look at that. Gosh, this is just stunning. Well, I'm going to be noting down a few pieces for my birthday and we'll be giving Mark the big hint. I can be telling you that. This is the King's Trust Garden and it is a seeding success and sponsored by Elemis. It's got those beautiful sort of almost like stained glass windows in this interesting structure, and then I think that this is what they mean by the seeding success. I don't know whether this is like wild seeding. Let me just go and see if I can find the designer of the garden and hear more about it. But we saw Tasha from Love Island this morning taking her photographs in this garden. But it looks beautiful, and I adore the little florals down here and the rocks and how they've incorporated all the different structures, how you can walk through it. It's almost like different terrains. It's almost as though it would be something like in Mallorca where the flowers are growing within the rocks and it's dry. Yeah, I think it would work really well in hot climates. This is Monty Don's garden, and as you can see, he's got this amazing little wooden structure up here, and this is made for the dogs, and you can see the little frisbees. Oh look, there is his dog. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so sweet. That is so beyond sweet. You've got a chewed tennis ball and treats amongst all these beautiful puppies. Oh, the planting here is utterly exquisite. You've got the stream with loads of balls in there too. Look at that, isn't that fabulous? My gosh, it's utterly hilarious. Wowza Roonies! Look at this for a vegetable display. Look at that! Isn't that just unbelievable? All the gourds, the onions, the chicory, the garlic. Oh my gosh, look at that! The chard! Isn't that beautiful? I love it when you can display vegetables as though they are flowers. I just think they're so beautiful. The sweet corn, the sunflowers up there, the shallots. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to bring Marcus back here tomorrow. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at all of the chilies, the tomatoes, the aubergines. Oh, look at the, I keep saying look at. Are you looking? I hope you're looking. Look at the artichokes. It's almost like they have colour coordinated it. I tell you, Marcus is going to love this. This is what Mark would love to have his vegetable garden look like, all in colour coordination. And displayed beautifully like a piece of art. Oh gosh, that is just incredible. So I've just bumped into these absolute beauties and I said I must stop you and get their outfit details because they look truly exquisite. I mean, and I love it, mother and daughter as well. I champion my mummy as well. So what are you wearing, my darling?
So my dress is from House of CB, and I love that it has pockets.
It's
the shoes,
stunning.
the like vine heels are from Zara.
Oh my gosh.
And then fresh hydrangeas in my bag.
Beautiful. They look like a pair of Bibendum numbers in the bag. And where is your bag from?
It's Balenciaga.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. What is mummy wearing?
Mummy's wearing SIR, the label.
SIR.
But it's old.
Wonderful, but
Nice.
gorgeous, golden oldie.
Yeah, and M&S.
M&S, fantastic, good old M&S and Louis Vuitton, of course. We're accessorising with a bit of luxury there, ladies. Well, they are luxury ladies, and it was so lovely to meet you both. So we are now on King's Road and Sloane Square. You can probably hear, and we've come to have a little look at Chelsea in Bloom. And this year's theme is flowers in fashion. As we've literally just come to Alice and Olivia first, we've just seen this spectacular floral display from the most incredible, enormous hydrangeas at the bottom. These beautiful peonies, roses, incorporated the lace umbrella. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. As we are actually on the street, so it's very busy, and we're going to try and film something. There's a beautiful dress. So we are quite literally in the heart of Sloane Square. We've got Colbert over there, Ralph Lauren, and we've got these most incredible floral installations. Here we have a beautiful horse who has what horses find as their favourite snack of choice, cow parsley, but all of the beautiful daisies and sweet little florals just is so pretty that it's all been underplanted in a trough. It's so cute. But if we actually head over here, they've got an amazing pair of boots. It is enormous. Right, let's go over here and take a little glance at this. They've got gorgeous wicker baskets. They've got so many stunning florals. Oh wow, we're really getting wild over here. Okay, so take a look at that. Oh my goodness, there's a sausage. Oh, hi, gorgeous. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I've got 4 at home. I'm sausage dog obsessed. Oh my goodness, what is her name? Oh yes, they are naughty, they are noisy, they tinkle in the house. Oh my goodness. Thank you, I'm getting puppy kisses. What's her name? Molly, you are gorgeous. Oh, she's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for letting me say hi. Well, we got little sausage snogs from Molly, but before I got distracted by the sausage, look at those boots. Aren't they amazing? I've never seen quite anything like it, and I must say this has probably been my favourite Sloane Square installation to date. I love how rustic, rural, whimsical, all the beautiful wicker baskets, and how they've underplanted with just such natural florals. It is stunning. And then behind me over here, we've got an amazing rearing up horse. Isn't that incredible? Absolutely amazing. So we're going on a bit of a tour to show you guys Chelsea in bloom. So we're going to head up King's Road and go and see what else we can find. So we've just taken a very short walk down King's Road, and we've got to Penhaligon's, one of my favourite fragrance companies of all time, and they have such a beautiful floral display. I love how they've used kind of like almost like tree trunks and beautiful underplanting. It's so natural, it's almost as though you're in a woodland. The most spectacular peonies up there at the top with some what looks to be ranunculus, which actually you don't tend to see at this time of year, but it is so beautiful. I love the rusty leaves. It is absolutely stunning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can say that that is day one at Chelsea Flower Show done. It is officially a wrap. I am really quite excited because I didn't actually tell you guys, but I've had the worst food poisoning I think I've ever had. The girls arrived at 5:30 this morning to me saying, I cannot go anywhere. I can't risk getting in the car or leaving the loo. So considering that situation, I think we've all done remarkably well. We've done the whole of Chelsea. We've seen all the gardens that we wanted to see. Even managed to get some incredible interviews, which I truly hope you loved. But trust me, it's not ending here because we've got a whole nother day tomorrow, which I cannot wait. Mummy and Daddy and Marcus, it's our family day out to also celebrate Mark's birthday. So I don't know how long this vlog is going to be, but it's going to be an extraordinarily special one, and I cannot wait for tomorrow. You just hold on to your knickers because the outfit is epic. And actually, one thing I didn't show you, I did actually have a very quick dress change. So this is a beautiful M dress. It's so comfortable, so light, very, very pretty, and perfect for Chelsea in bloom. Right, let's head home.